The holidays have arrived at the Home Depot, and we're here to help bring the excitement with decor for every part of your home. Check out our wide assortment of easy-to-assemble pre-lit trees so you can spend less time setting up and more time celebrating. And bring your holiday spirit outdoors with unique decor like one of our Santa inflatables. Whatever your style, find the right pieces at the right prices this holiday season at the Home Depot.
This episode is brought to you by Marshalls, where you never have to compromise between quality and price. The buyers at Marshalls hustle hard, working to bring you great deals on brand name and designer pieces. Because Marshalls believes everyone deserves access to the good stuff. Visit a Marshalls store near you or shop online at marshalls.com.
This is Optimal Living Daily, the Rudder of the Day, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your host and narrator. And now let's get right to it as we optimize your life. The Rudder of the Day, by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. It's been said that the first hour is the rudder of the day. I found this to be very true in my own life. If I'm lazy or haphazard in my actions during the first hour after I wake up, I tend to have a fairly lazy and unfocused day. This kind of day might begin by lingering in bed to cuddle the wife, being pounced by my daughter, stretching a bit, getting dressed, shaving, having a leisurely breakfast, the kind that takes me 20 minutes to prepare and another 20 minutes to eat, unloading the dishwasher, discussing the day's plans with my wife, we both work at home, and so on. Then I might start the workday by checking email, writing a blog entry, and doing a few other minor tasks. By this time, I've usually been up for several hours, and by that time, those early hours have already predisposed me to having an uninspired day. On a scale of 1 to 10, my overall energy level rarely tops a 7 on this kind of day. But if I strive to make that first hour optimally productive, the rest of the day tends to follow suit. This day begins by waking up at 5 a.m. and physically getting up the instant my alarm goes off. No lingering or thinking about sleeping in. I quickly get dressed, but skip the shaving. I make a cup of herbal tea, no caffeine, and then go straight to my desk in my home office. No checking email. By 5:10 a.m., I've begun work on my number one project. After 60 to 90 minutes, I'll take a break to go shave, acknowledge my family, then make a quick 5-minute breakfast and eat it in my office while I continue working. That productive first hour propels me forward, and by 11 a.m., I've usually completed the equivalent of a full day's work under the previous model. And normally my energy level will be at least an 8 or 9 through the rest of the day. What surprised me was that the second version, although it seems harder, was actually easier once I got used to it. Getting the most important work done early in the day is energizing, and when you have a few weeks of highly productive days, it adds even more energy and momentum. I feel great when I see the clock hit 8:30 a.m. and I've already done 3 solid hours of focused work on my number one project. This creates strong momentum that carries me through the rest of the day. Many days I don't bother to check my email until after 5 p.m. In fact, I think if people adopted the simple habit of not checking email until after 5 p.m., assuming normal business hours, that alone would dramatically increase productivity. Try making email the last activity of your workday and watch how quickly you can dispatch it. Of course, I have the advantage of working from home, so I can be at my desk within minutes of awakening. But I had similar experiences during those years when I had an office outside the home. I generally found it best to get up and go straight to work with minimal delay. Eating breakfast at the office instead of lingering at home usually led to a more productive day. The advantage of starting so early is that you finish early. Sometimes I'm done with my workday before I pick up my daughter from preschool at 3:30 p.m., so I feel no guilt in taking the rest of the day off. Motivation can precede action, but motivation also follows action. How you spend that first hour will induce the corresponding level of motivation in you, which you can then use to good effect. If you want a highly productive, fast tempo day, make that first hour as such. Get up and go straight to work on your number one project. If you want a peaceful day, Make that first hour peaceful. Meditate, read, go for a walk, take a relaxing bath. If you want a lazy day, be lazy that first hour. Sleep in, watch TV, have a leisurely breakfast. If you want a day lost to trivialities, spend that first hour on trivialities. Check email, visit online forums, read the news, get chatty with others. The good news is that if you want to have a certain kind of day, simply focus your best efforts on that first hour. Don't worry about what comes afterwards. If you nail that first hour, the rest of the day will tend to fall in line. Leverage the power of the rudder to steer the whole ship. To a lesser degree, I've also found this can work midday, although it's usually harder. If you started off having a lousy day, take a breath and then focus your best efforts on mastering the hour that's right in front of you. That's your rudder. You just listened to the post titled, The Rudder of the Day by Steve Pavlina of stevepavlina.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. Introducing your new Dell PC powered by the Intel Core Ultra processor. It helps you handle a lot, even when your holiday to-do list gets to be a lot, because it's built with all-day battery plus powerful AI features that help you do it all with ease, from editing images to drafting emails to summarizing large documents to multitasking. So you can organize your holiday shopping and make custom holiday decor and search for great holiday deals and respond to holiday requests and customer questions and customers requesting custom things, and plan the perfect holiday dinner for vegans, vegetarians, pescatarians, and Uncle Mike's carnivore diet. Luckily, you can get a PC that helps you do it all faster, so you can get it all done. That's the power of a Dell PC with Intel inside, backed by Dell's price match guarantee. Get yours today at Dell.com/deals. Terms and conditions apply. See Dell.com for details.
When it comes to what your family eats and drinks, you know your choices matter. You're the expert because you know what fits your life. And getting it right starts with good information. That's why America's beverage companies are sharing more information about our ingredients at goodtoknowfacts.org. No spin, no judgments, just the facts straight from the experts for more than 140 beverage ingredients. Visit goodtoknowfacts.org.
Thank you to Steve. I can relate to this idea, despite never having a perfectly standardized morning routine, although we know from our authors that perfect is the enemy of good. But either way, I've usually been off and on with morning routines. But what I can say is that on the days that I don't get sucked into my phone for the first 5 to 30 minutes of the day, I generally feel better about the day. I feel like I get more done, just like Steve was saying. It's really easy for me to do a quick check of emails before the day has even really started. But then if something in there catches my eye, I'm distracted and off on a new path, maybe answering the email or researching something. But instead, if I make an effort to get outside as fast as possible, then it feels like a great start. It sets a different tone for the day, more like calm and focused instead of distracted. And that doesn't mean that we have to do a bunch of things in perfect order to make a great morning routine, but maybe just eliminating something, like for me, looking at my phone first thing in the morning, that can definitely help. So thank you again to Steve for this one, and thank you for being here. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you tomorrow for Minimalist Monday, where your optimal life awaits.